Hi, I'm Erin Frame. I am a realtor with House of Frame, Tucson, Keller, Williams, Southern Arizona, here with
Ian Brannon, House of Brannon.
I don't know why that always still gets me.
Nova Home Loans.
And we have another bodacious episode of The Lowdown. Hey guys, we are at
my office.
Yeah, today. So, because he has a busy day. So he made me wake up even earlier.
Get your ass over here.
Yep, all right. And I had no problem with that as long as I got my coffee.
That's right.
That's right. So, yeah, beautiful day in Tucson. Beautiful weather that we're having right now.
Yeah, a little bit of pollen, but...
yeah, my car was like, I have a black car and it was like yellow. I had to go get it washed.
Yeah.
Pretty bad this time of year.
Yeah. And grasshoppers.
I haven't had any.
Oh my God.
You must have had like a little... Like
a swarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swarm. Got a swarm of grasshoppers.
I don't know.
Grasshopper.
But, yeah, grasshoppers. There's some here too at the office.
They don't bug me. Oh my God. Okay, so as I came in today, I was a little enraged about...
You're a little extra.
Just, it's so frustrating. Like, you know, you have your own kind of work ethic, right? Mm-hmm. And if other people are not to that same work ethic, sometimes...
Well, here's the problem.
He's making sure I don't step in it right now, guys.
Well, here's the problem. Mm-hmm. All of us count on other people. Yeah. And for everything, mm-hmm. and anything. Sometimes that person is yourself. People. Right? Mm-hmm. You count on yourself to show up. Absolutely. You count on yourself to eat right. You count on yourself to go to the gym. And this topic today is about accountability. Because Erin was counting on some people to do some things and they let her down. Yeah. So, you know, we always say, what are we going to talk about today? I'm like, let's talk about accountability, because no one wants to be held accountable.
Nobody wants.
Anyone.
Everyone's bypassing this whole episode right now.
They're like, accountability, that's a topic? You guys, nope, not doing it.
Love it. Yeah, no, accountability. And I think we all have different standards for ourselves and where we hold ourselves to, and we expect that everybody's going to do the same. Yeah. I think that's a little bit of it.
Yeah, but what I've learned, and this has helped me a lot, because I used to be, you can ask, I don't know if any of my past employees are going to be watching this, but if you are, you can ask any of them. I used to be like a drill sergeant, you know, like checking the clock. It's 8:01, you're not here yet. Why aren't you here?
Well, that would get under my skin too.
If they weren't here?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
I mean, I don't know, like, but it would get to me.
And it got to me. Mm-hmm. I used to, Arnold, man, that guy couldn't make it to work on time to save his life. Mm-hmm. And now he's a top producer at Nova. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So I see what you're saying.
But here's what I learned when it comes to other people, and when you have expectations for them, when you're counting on them, you really need to have a very good understanding of where they're at in life, in their career, and you need to love them for where they're at, not where you want them to be.
True, but if you're relying on them for certain things that, like your clients, for example.
And you set the expectation.
Exactly, and that's what we were talking about, is how to set that expectation so nobody fails, right?
Yeah. So a really good way to set expectations with people that you're counting on is, man, I use this all the time.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila. Group texts. Mm-hmm. So when agents call me up and they're like, hey, you know, I got this client that I want to introduce you to. They're not quite ready yet. I love that phrase. Yeah. They're not quite ready yet. That usually means some credit help. Yeah. And that's okay. Just because you're not ready today, that doesn't mean you're...
I've heard that many times too, and then they buy a house. So
totally. Yeah. But it doesn't mean no, you can't buy a house. It means not yet. Right. But anytime they say that, my go-to is great. Set up a group chat on text with me and them, because if you don't, you'll never know whether they reach out to me or not. Exactly. The proper way to refer or to hold someone accountable is to set up a group chat. And you can do this with vendors too. If, like I refer out my handyman to other people. You know, my tenants, for example, I have some tenants, they ask me for work done I'm like, great. I set up a group chat with the tenant and the handyman, and now they work it out. When can I show up? When can I get this done?
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting back watching this all unfold.
But making sure it's unfolding.
Without having to check back in, right? Because that's the biggest hang up when it comes to asking someone else to do something. If it's you and them and you're counting on one person, that's fine. You can direct chat with them. But if there's more than one person involved, create a group system of communication.
Yeah.
Because communication is what you're looking for.
Well, and it's accountability for everybody, because like people forget that, you know, they have to make that phone call and get this work done. As a realtor, and I'm sure Sheila totally understands this, we are asked by everybody who we know. Who do you know? Because we know everybody. We know roofers, we know termite people, we know, I mean, honest to God, I mean, lawyers. I mean, I cannot believe everybody thinks that a realtor knows everybody. And we do.
I call real estate agents the hub of the transaction and everything.
Yeah.
You really are.
Truly. And I think that's always...
Hey, Zachary. I just know Zachary's watching.
Hi.
Do you know Zachary?
The name sounds really familiar, but I can't see the picture.
Welcome.
Hi. And I think that that's a challenge, because that really does put us in a position too of, you know, if it doesn't work out, we're kind of looking bad, right?
Yeah.
And especially if we're during the transaction and there's agency, it's like after the transaction, there's maybe not as much, you know, that could go on, but during there's agency. I mean, we, you know, have to make sure that we're giving options and just that things are happening right. And a lot of times too, I feel like we find great people and then we refer, and then they get so busy that the service starts to suffer a little bit. And that's a hard place to be as a vendor, you know, or as a provider, service provider, because how do you ramp up? How do you do these things when this kind of stuff happens fast?
Yeah. As a
realtor, we can literally make your business. It's pretty crazy.
Totally.
Yeah.
And as a loan officer receiving that business,
yep.
What do? I got to work harder.
This guy, his communication follow up, that's why we work together, because we both, I think, have that same expectation of each other. I know that we work alike, you know, and my clients are seeing his, accountability because of what they're receiving from him when they're receiving it. I don't have to worry that they're like, I haven't heard from him. It's like, I know they've heard from him. And if they haven't heard from him, they probably haven't checked their messages, you know?
Sometimes.
But it's hard to find people that are reliable like that work like you do, you know?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I hold myself to a high standard because I know you do for me. You hold me to a high standard.
And, I'm kind of annoying, guys.
Well, that's okay. Because
he doesn't say no. He just agrees with me.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've worked together for so long. It's not a burden to me. You know, it's
friendship too. Yeah,
totally,
for sure.
But there are some other aspects where we all need accountability for other things. I partake in a fitness group. It's called Soul Fitness.
Called crazy, but yeah.
It's 5 a.m. That's the crazy you think.
And the amount of work that you do, it's insane.
But here's the thing. The reason why I've been doing this consistently for the last 3 years, I think now, is because my coach does roll call. You show up, and the first 5 minutes, he's doing roll call. He's checking off to see who's here, who came to class. And guess what? If you don't come to class, guess what he does?
Makes you do push-ups?
No, he'll call you in front of everyone.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's embarrassing.
Amazing. That's the kind of thing that would work for me.
I don't want to show up. I don't want to be that guy.
Because I don't like to work out, guys. Sorry, just to explain. I really don't.
I don't want to be that person that is sleeping in my bed, my nice cozy bed at 5 in the morning, and my phone rings. I'm like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I get up, but that's what helps me. That's what gets me there. And then the other thing that I like about it is I don't have to think, because I think all day long, and other people are depending on me to think for them all day long. When I go to the gym, I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to think about the next workout that I'm doing, the next moves that I'm doing. He tells me, and it's done.
Yeah.
And that's the accountability that I like for myself.
Yeah. I'm not a big gym person, but I do go once a week now.
But what else do you do that you need accountability for?
I don't know. What do I need accountability You tell me. I don't know. I'm good. I think. Just because I do work from home, that's challenging, right?
That is. What do you have a schedule? Do you have a?
I have, but I'm a caregiver also, so I'm kind of in a unique situation. I do try to make sure I have certain things that I make sure I get done every day. So I guess that's accountability.
Non-negotiables.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're all during the same times, but these are things that I've had to not be so hard on myself and just kind of understand where I'm at right now in my life and what I'm able to do. But I still do have goals, and I have like things that I make sure I do every day.
That is important
because it's easy. You guys all know working from home is hard.
Yeah, extremely hard.
Yeah,
that's actually why I come to the office, because if I work from home, I'm gonna clean the shower, I'm gonna do the laundry, the dishes.
That's me.
Pulling weeds.
Or trying to follow my husband around to make sure he's not putting butter in the cabinet and freaking milk in the other cabinet, and sorry. Got to make a little humor, a little light in it. All those things. So, just and I think accountability partner, buddy, is such an important thing. I know we've always that always comes up, but even with finances, with anything, the things that you're struggling with, go and think of that person that you'd be, that you respect enough that when they say you're not doing that, because if they're a pushover, that's not going to work.
Yeah, and. What friend wouldn't want you to be better?
Yeah.
Right? If you said, "Hey, Ian, I need help doing this," I will absolutely call you.
Yeah. That's why I would never ask him.
And call you
for
out.
Accountability. Heck no, I would not. Even though I should probably. I'd probably be in a whole better spot than I am.
Absolutely the one that would do it.
Absolutely. I'm not going to think about that. But yeah, we want to still be friends. Yeah. So. So I don't know. I just think it's a good topic. I think, I love the idea of the shared text. I think that though, sometimes people take it off of that, and that's challenging. So setting that expectation though.
Yeah, setting it up front, saying, hey, I created this as a communication platform. So that we can all remain on the same page from start to finish. Yep. That way they don't deviate.
Yeah. Good stuff today, Brennan.
Heck yeah.
Okay, I'm just not. There we go. You guys hear that? Yeah. So have a great weekend and peace out. We'll see you next time.